Hi folks, so I wanted to give you a little lay of the land of our Canvas course, how I have things set up, where to find things, just in case that's useful to you. Some of you have had class with me before, and so you're kind of used to how things look, but if not, this might be helpful. So what you are looking at right now is the home page. So when you log into class, this is the first thing that you'll see. At the very top of the page are recent announcements. I believe I have this set up so the three most recent announcements will show up here. I haven't posted any in class yet, so it's empty, but those will be there. Typically, the announcements are things that I want to make sure that you don't miss, that everybody needs, so do pay attention to that. Below the announcements are the various course modules for this class. So the course resources is the first one. And this is where I'll post various documents and things like that that I think are going to be needed or useful for you at one point, or things that you might need to refer to throughout the semester. I don't have the course syllabus in here quite yet. By the time you see this video, that will be in here as the very first course resource. If you want to minimize a module just to get it out of the way so you can see things, just click on it and it'll make it smaller. The second thing in the module area are videos from me. So this video that I'm recording right now will be in here, and then as other videos are created during the semester, I will archive them here. So they might be a part of a different module, but if you want to refer back to something, you can find them all in this one area. Okay, then we get into the really important stuff, which are our weekly modules. So each week, week 1, week 2, I will have a module of what you need to be doing. Everything that you need for the week will be in this module. So very first thing, most important thing to do, I try to make this pretty foolproof, is each week go in and read this overview. So let me click on that. So this gives the details of what you need to do, what you need to accomplish each week. I start out with just a general sort of outline of what our big ideas, our big topics for the week are. And then I go down to this to do this week. And I always make a numbered list here. And I state exactly what the discussions are that you need to participate in, what assignments are due, what assignments you should work on, readings to prepare, all of those sorts of things. So quite honestly, if you go through this numbered list, each week you're going to be fine. That means you will not have missed anything. So try to make that a habit from the very beginning of the class, is to go into these weekly overviews in each module and make sure that you note the to-do list. So I'm going to go back to the modules, to the main home page that you all log into. So in addition to the overview, within each module I have each item that you will need that week. So for this week 1, here's a library guide that you'll need to look over in order to complete this library tutorial. These here with the little speech bubbles are all of the discussions that you need to participate in for the week. We don't have any assignments due this first week, but in modules where we do, there'll be a link down here where you can click on that to submit your assignment. Any additional readings or websites, any of that will all be contained within this single weekly module. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for everything that you need for a week. And then it's like that every week. So here we have the week 2 module, and it has the details and the documents and the discussions and things that you will need. So yeah, use that as your organization scheme. Always go through the modules. Let me show you how I set up discussions. So we're in the discussion area now. So pinned discussions is always going to be at the top, and in pinned discussions I will always have the current week's discussions. So here are those 3 that you saw within week 1 module, and they're all there within pinned. I have this off-topic discussion in here as well. This is one that I'll leave in the pinned discussions the entire semester. So if there's something you want to talk about, a question you have, a resource you want to share, whatever it may be that doesn't fit within what we're doing for the week, you can always put it here. Under the pinned discussions, I have just other discussion area. So this is where you will find old discussions. So after week 1 is done, I will move those down here. And this is where you'll find upcoming discussions as well. And when they're ready, I'll move them up to pinned. So everything is available the entire semester for you to access and use in whatever way you need. But I'll try to keep us organized by the current things we're supposed to be doing, keeping them in pinned. The next item here in our navigation bar is the assignments area. So this is where you'll go to submit the assignments that you have due. So you can see due assignments, the due date, how many points it's worth. I do want to note that we have these things down here called undated assignments. So first off, each week you are getting a grade for your participation. Each week there's a maximum of 10 points you can earn. And then all of those are put together at the end of the semester, and all of that participation equates to 15% of your total course grade. So that's where all those are. You're also going to see some things in here that are not participation grade, like right here, week 2 area of focus, and there are no points you'll notice there. So what these things are, here's more. What these things are is our weekly activities and our weekly discussions. They do not have individual grades because, as I noted, all of the things in a single week are put together into the weekly 10 points. So they're included in here and they're listed in here because that's how I have to do things for the system. You won't see specific points associated with those. Okay, let's scroll back up. Grades, of course, is pretty self-explanatory. That's just where you'll go to see. Again, once your assignments are graded, you can see what the score is, that your grade is. This is where you'll go to submit or to find my feedback and all those sorts of things. So, people, it's everybody in class. Hi, here we all are. Pretty easy. Collaborations, there's nothing in there right now, but as you may have noticed, one of the assignments for this class is a group project. And so I'll open up areas within this collaborations when we assign those topics and groups. And if you choose to use that to work with your group, that would be fine. Let's see, the only other thing, and you should know this if you've had a class here, but over on the very left-hand side, we also have this navigation bar. Probably the most important one here is the inbox. That's where you can email me and anybody else in class. And then there's other things you can use if you choose, like the calendar and things like that. So once again, I'm going to pop back to the modules. Just remember, this is the most important area. This is kind of where everything is organized and contained for the class. And you should be able to find whatever you need in there. Okay, I hope that was helpful. If you have questions, have trouble finding anything, whatever it may be, just get a hold of me.